Hello, ladies, gents, and greedy card hoarders. That's right. You guessed it. I can't freaking stay away from Slay the Spire. I was wondering just what to give. Do I give this series a theme of any kind, or is it just do runs and see how far you get? And I think the theme will be just play Slay the Spire with any kind of objective. Obviously, we are going further and further in the Ascension objectives. I'll just play whatever I feel like doing that day. Let's do some ironclad nonsense. He is the most standard character in the game. The thing that I think it's the class that takes the least amount of thought, which fits my playstyle quite a lot. The less I have to think, the better. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. I was told by a very helpful commenter. Look at the map. Is there an elite in the first 3 fights? If you can find an elite in the first 3 fights, you probably want that, because a 1 HP elite is a fantastic opportunity to get some good stuff, and it will be a matter of, are these 2 question marks actual question marks, or will there be an enemy encounter here, which will create a situation in which you will skip on that elite being helpful. So let's probably do that, because the max HP 8 is probably the much better choice, but I'm going to go with this instead. And damn it, it might pay off enormous dividends. At the very least, it's going to speed this process up by an enormous amount. We get a potion. Let's see. In my limited experience in the game, I really like both this one and Dropkick. I think Dropkick is a fantastic card, especially if we can gather some vulnerables. Clash can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. I really don't like it. I don't like it. Probably you can build decks around this, but so often I end up discarding this thing because I have a curse, I got some nonsense I can't get rid of, and it's just annoying. So, let's see, what's on sale? I can't afford any other trinkets, might as well not even look at them. Weak, dexterity, and skill, not even care about it. What's on sale? At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength, demon. What? Give it to me. Give it to me right now. They didn't even know that that power existed. Let's carry on. I have some debris on my desk that is not allowing me to move the mouse. So I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to just go all out on this. What is it? News lament. And hope for... I'm going to bash you, I'm going to drop kick you, and life is going to be grand. Hope for those 2 question marks, neither of them being an encounter. Deal 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times. I've never actually gone for this because upgrades are kind of rare, comparatively speaking, and there's always something to upgrade. Do I want to dump all my upgrades into a searing blow? This might be the time to test it out. Pummel, deal 2 damage, 4 times exhaust. With the extra strength, this can be pretty damn awesome. Let's go that way. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just throw my entire build already immediately into... Yeah, I'll remove a card from my deck. I'm on the stone and buildings and boulders. You notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more inside. Yes, I will pray to the weird stone glass monster thing. Someone once told you, if a cult that worshipped a giant bird, as you kneel in prayer, you begin to feel lightheaded. You wake up sometime later, feeling strangely fleet of foot. What do we remove? I think the more defense we remove from this deck, the better, because there is cards that benefit from strikes, but keeping a balance I think is also necessary. So let's remove 1 strike so far, and I'll just keep going 1 and 1 and 1. Yeah, nice. No fight. That's fantastic. I will give myself bonus HP. Regret, it's just awful. I really hate it, and I guess we could remove it at some point in exchange of a relic, but you know, max HP for doing absolutely nothing. I'll sign myself up for that. And oh look, it is an elite that immediately gets wrecked. So you know, whenever you will receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. What is this? You receive 5 or less unblocked damage, reduce it to 1. What a strange relic that I had never seen before. Sever Soul, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 16 damage. I don't like it. Too expensive. Perfect Strike, deals 6 damage, deals 2 additional damage for all your cards containing strike. Well, I just got rid of a strike, but I'm pretty certain that's still good. Go on, carry on with the actual beginning of this run, actually doing things. I will smack you, I will drop kick you, and now I get some mana back with which I can defend a little bit. There you go. Suffering a little bit of damage. Being the Ironclad, you start with the Burning Blood, which means at the end of each combat you heal, so it is not something that stresses me out. I will use the Demon form. I become a horrendous lust demon with giant super cock that will smack you across the forehead with it, and it's going to be legendary. This extra strength is going to be a massive boon. It's going to be incredible. Another turn, another bit of strength. This is just outrageous. If you get the chance to get that going, this is I'm going to pummel the crap out of you. Or maybe I'll just bash you. I'll drop kick you and obliterate you. You have been just sundered into several pieces. Hell yeah, we're going to strike, strike, strike forever. Perfect a strike a billion times. I totally forgot that this is a thing that needs to happen for the key. So I guess we're not going for the heart this run. Didn't even think about it. 18 damage. I'm down for that, especially since these two are not good enough. 18 damage for you, and then 6, and you immediately get wrecked. How come I got vulnerable? Spore Cloud on death applies to vulnerable. I never was cognizant of that. That was weird. 15 damage coming in, but I can deal 18 plus 6. It's not enough. I can pummel you though. 18 plus 8 is not enough. I have no way to defend, so one way or another, we have to endure this and just take 15 damage to the anus. So that's annoying. It's annoying indeed, but at least we are victorious. We can add a card. Ooh, double tap. This turn, your next attack is played twice. This is a staple of one attack hit kills. It's fantastic stuff. I mean, as far as I understand, obviously we're not going to go for the key because we skipped the elite weirdo. Although I don't know if you get more chances to get the key. Then this will remove Darkstone Periapt. What is this anyway? Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. Since this curse, here's a question. Whenever you obtain a curse, does that mean that if you remove the curse, does the max HP get removed as well? It's not for every curse in your deck you have plus 6 HP. It is whenever you get it. Let's just forget about getting keys now and just carry on. You can recall the key. I'm pretty sure, pretty certain that once you don't attack the buffed elite, you're not going to get it. Demon form. I was hoping for this to be reduced to 2. But I think it's still probably the way to go. Either that or the double tap. Or the perfected strike is also quite the thing to get. Drop tick doesn't really change all that much. How about this? 5 times. Either demon form or double tap is where it's at. Demon form, let's go for it. Just overpowers all hell. If we draw demon form, we are victorious. That's pretty much it. I will double tap you. Will I double tap you? Yeah, well, hell no. Let's get that double damage right there. Pass the turn. Suffer a little bit of pain. But not terribly concerned. We'll bash you. Oh, there's a 3 times 4. It's not enough. It's not enough. I really do want to not suffer so much damage, but I am far too tempted to cause pain. It is too much fun to murder my enemies in the most painful way possible. There you go. And you know, relying on the burning blood, that's what I do. And we can even flex. Bloodletting, lose 3 HP, gain energy. I think this goes well with what I've got going on, because what the problem is with my current deck is I don't have enough energy to play everything. So it seems like the smart thing to go with. I hate that there's 2 of these. There's 2 enemies. So you get a perfect strike right onto your forehead. And then a pummel right there. There you go. Maybe I should have gone for the flex potion. And he will have just immediately died. And that would have been great. That would be fantastic. No way to apply vulnerable. That would be the way to improve this deck. You will need more ways to apply vulnerable. Well, you're going to get this. Not enough. I will definitely use bloodletting just to be able to use both of these. Only 5 damage and that's 6 damage, so quite a no-brainer. Again, could have maybe used my potion so I don't get completely wrecked. That being said, this guy's dead. And we heal back a little bit. Weak potions, see, this is why you want to always use them. Spire Pan, return to your hand because 0. Flex potion, I don't think that I want to get rid of any of these. Add a card, let's see. We need ways to apply vulnerable. Whirlwind can be nice. Sword Boomerang can be nice. Flex. I mean, this combines really well with Pummel. But it's such a waste of a card. I'll pick it anyway because I know no better. I'm too freaking stupid to do anything other than pick Flex. Let's see. I will use it for sure. There's 20 damage coming in. We do need to use this if we want to do anything other than suck our thumb. I guess we could also use the Flex Potion. Like I said, it helps. But it still won't be enough to kill that thing, so it really makes no difference for this turn. There you go. That turn looking pretty neat. Double tap and then defend. I hate that he's freaking 15 damage coming in, all because I got the vulnerable applied to me. I think it's best to simply cast all those defense and just withstand its assault for one turn. We can bash and drop kick and then strike and he'll be almost dead. The demon form is just not necessary right now. Perfect strike. Is this enough damage? 18 drop kick and strike. Yeah, that's enough. There you go. That was easy. That was easy. There you go. Another instance where I can't go on forward. Well, a second demon form seems kind of crazy, but I'm going to do it. It's like you got 2 of those happening. You got 4 strength every turn, and the problem I see with that is, of course, when are you going to be able to pull that off? It is difficult for that to happen. And here we have the problem with my current quote-unquote build, because you know I get buffs but nothing else to use those buffs in my hand. I'm going to use my liquid memories to kill 2 of these filthy armadillos just because it's just rankling my feathers, not being able to grab the potions that come in. There you go. So for 1 point of damage, that's not a big deal. Perfect Strike deals with this problem. And off we go. More Perfect Strikes. Sign me up. They all buff each other because they also count as a strike. So 51 health. I'm going to have a deranged amount of hubris, and I'm going to just smith, and hopefully I will not die horrendously. Don't die horrendously to the thing that is coming, which is the boss fight. Hard to say. I think just go all in on these perfected strikes. The double tap is super nice to have many of, but right now it just goes to waste because I'll never have enough mana to use all of these to energy. My bad, it's energy, it's not mana, it's energy. What this does apply 3 vulnerable, which is super duper useful against bosses. Let's just improve this bash. I think there was many ways to go about that one, and they will all have been kind of good. Demon form to start with, absolutely. There's nothing else to be done, so we pass the turn, and of course I'm going to receive a ton of damage coming in now, and there's nothing I can do because because I am about to get wrecked. So maybe this colorless card is going to save me. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. Metamorphosis, shuffle 3 attacks into your draw pile that costs 0. This will also cost 0. I mean, I can prevent 5 damage coming in. This is a terrible idea. I'm going to do that. Shuffle those attacks that cost 0, and hopefully Nothing horrible will happen to me. I'll also drink... Will I drink the health flex potion? That will deal so much damage to start with, but is it worth it? 5 10 6 is freaking 30, and there's nothing I can do about it. Let's do it. Double tap. Well, it dealt like 1/4 of his entire health pool. That's neat. Not amazing. Hopefully now we can continue dealing enough damage not to die horrendously. Why did I only receive 1 point of damage each? I wish there was a... Oh, forgot about the Tori. What an excellent little guy. Oh boy, that makes me full of joy. You know what? I'm going to keep buffing myself. And it's going to be glorious. Demon form number 2. This is going to end up insane. Super duper mega strike is going to be amazing. I will flex. Body slam. Just with strength alone is 11 damage. Get wrecked, you piece of garbage. This perfect strike is going to deal 31 damage. All of my gambits have paid off immediately thanks to the Tori and my ability to not get immediately wrecked. Really happy about it. This is vulnerable for you. There's a clothesline. Holy crap, did we just obliterate this boss. That was pretty damn awesome. I really like offering. I have used it pretty successful in the past. Gain 2 vulnerable at the start of your turn. Gain some energy. I think is pretty damn great. But of course you receive so much more damage. Put a card from your exhaust pile into your hand and exhaust it. I think overall offering is better. It's immediate, it's on that very same turn. It's burst versus sustainability. This, I can see this 2 vulnerable just killing me in the long term. So I'm going to go with offering. And I probably will regret it. Tiny house is very underwhelming, but it's like your fallback if you don't want any of the drawbacks of the others. At the start of your turn, draw 2 additional cards. Start each combat confused. You know, we have some high-cost cards in our deck. I think this is a good way to go. I suppose, like at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. I don't like that. You could end up with a handful of curses that you can't do anything with. So, you know, the sensible person will go tiny house. The crazy scatterbrain person like myself will go Snecko Eye, and feel really good about themselves maybe. Or maybe they will just collapse in a pile of goop. We will see. Let's see. There's no buffed. There is a buffed one, so maybe you can grab that key later. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. All right, well, let's choose a path. I have established pretty clearly that I like my question marks. They always have a really good chance of giving you something that you want. So let's go this way. Start confused. So, did we benefit from this confusion? The question is, the answer is no. This is awful. This is super terrible. But it could have been a lot better. It could have been so much better than this. We just got unlucky. That is my current assessment so far. This is just not worth it. And I think the cost, it actually stays. You have to stick with this cost. It doesn't change. So I guess we'll just double tap strike. That makes no sense. You'll rather just deal 20 damage here. Or maybe just defend. Go a little bit more defensive. There's no other really good options. Just go all out offense. There you go. When in doubt, cleave your enemy in half and worry about it later. Oh, the confusion is permanent. All right, well, I did not realize that. I thought that the first turn you'll be confused, but I am sure that we will not pay horrendously for this. Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it too hard. Life is going to be great, but look, demon form only costs 2. My life is completely solved. I think I probably want to bash instead of that. instead of anything else. I'll definitely do the defense, although it makes no difference whatsoever. And demon form, the cheap demon form, did not work out in my favor. I think this was a bad choice. But look at this. We had 2 demon forms going, and we have all this damage going down. So was it a bad idea, or was it absolute genius? I suppose that we will go with the results of whatever happens. I think a double bash and then a strike will be enough. Let's see. Let's do the math. 12 damage the first. The second one will be 18. So that's a total of 30. And then this one will be... I think it'll run down to 14 or 13. I think there's enough. So double tap, bash, and then strike. Yeah, look at that. Took a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. Well, we have established that now with Snecko Eye, we want the most expensive cards we can possibly find. And hopefully life will be better. Usually armaments is a big favorite. But like we have established with Snecko Eye, we are kind of boned where cheap cards are concerned. These bites are going to be trash now. I don't think I want them. I took this before and actually was a successful run, but I refuse your offer, you weirdo vampire. An old beggar cloaked in fur reaches his hands outwards as you pass. For some corn, child. Hell yeah, remove some garbage from my deck. So, as we established, 0 cost cards now are trash. So I think Flex is trash now. Bloodletting is trash now. Anything cheap needs to go. Needs to get out of my deck. Bloodletting can still be decent if it stays at 0. I think Flex is the thing we want to get out of our deck. Snecko Eye just changes the build 100%. More question marks. You duck into a small hut. Inside you find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. You can upgrade for free, obtain a specific relic but become cursed. Lose 1 HP whenever you play another card. Ugh. I'll just upgrade a card for free. That's a no-brainer. A big no-brainer. What does offering do? Draw cards. So cost is no longer important. We want to improve our fat cards, so it's even much more useful to use. Double tap is a wash right now, but I think might be a way to go. Increase the double tap, increase the demon form, or one of our many perfected strikes. Since we're looking at dealing as much damage as possible, improve those perfected strikes, and this is improve the double tap, and hopefully we will get lucky with the Snecko Eye. Snecko Eye, my bad. So it's a different creature, not trademark. And I am rich, so I need to go into the shop and remove more cards from my deck. Give me the most expensive cards you can have. Bandage up will be a fantastic thing to have, but not anymore, because it will no longer cost 0. Carnage can be good. Gain 5 block if this card is exhausted. Gain. Oh, it will be exhausted through some other means then. I would like to have Carnage, but let's see what you got. Whenever you add a skill into your deck, upgrade it. Start each combo with 1 strength. Upon pickup, obtain an additional copy of a card in your deck. Is there something I want to copy? Not really. Not really. Definitely there's a problem with this deck, and that is there is no defense whatsoever. It's a little bit of a problem. A little bit of a problem. Let's see these. These potions are all underwhelming. So I think like none of these actually are defensive. None of them. The Sentinel is just not good enough. I'm not exhausting anything. So I think I don't need to add any cards to my deck. Whenever you add that skill into your deck, upgrade it. This sounds useful, but I'm going to pass on it. Probably just remove a card and get Vajra. It's totally the way that's pronounced. Don't look twice at it. And get rid of more 0 cost cards. Go away, Bloodletting. You are cluttering my deck now as unusable trash. We can still meditate and get, or recall and get that key. Although this deck, I don't think that is heading anywhere that is going to give me any kind of longevity. But we do have 2 resting places, and there's an elite right there. I think that's the way we'll go, and then we'll carry on that way. So let's start there. Yeah, you can totally recall. I'll do it. I'm unlikely to get the others. Oh, I don't think... Maybe we'll find another chest and there will be another relic that we can use. Alright, let's see these random values. This actually is pretty decent. We can bash, perfected strike, and demon form. So, you know, the Snecko Eye giveth, Snecko Eye taketh away. This is a massive amount of damage. Unfortunately, it does not protect me in any way. So, there is a problem with this deck, and that is my ability to defend myself. It's a problem. It's a real big issue that if I don't solve, we will just lose. Fortunately, you know, the damage dealing department, it is 100% taken care of with these enormous perfected strikes. Could we just have killed this guy? No, because even double tap would have done it. Yeah. Like, yeah, we'd suffer a lot of damage, but the enemy is alive for a very short time until we just manage to murder them. There you go. And then a strike. There you go. That elite died in 3 turns. It usually takes me like 10 to kill him whenever you start a rest side. Start the next combat with 2 energy. That's alright. In 1 artifact. Artifact is prevention from the next debuff. And then we can... Enemy loses strength. Shrug it off. I think this... We kind of have to go with shrug it off. This army is also okay. It's like best defense is an offense, right? Just get rid of strength on the enemy. And that actually synergizes with Tori. So let's do it. Let's do it. That might pay for itself. Who knows? Let's go in. And I can smith. Actually, I only have 52 health, so I might have wanted to just restore health. But now we're here. Improve those perfected strikes, right? It's also better demon form, better offering. Nah. How about the pummel? Deal 2 damage 5 times. It just adds 1 more strike. That makes no sense. Perfect strike. This will actually improve it by quite a bit. It deals with like an extra 9 damage or something like that. So totally useful. The Sapphire key still spawns. All right. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start each combat with this card in your hand. I think all we've got for power type is demon form. Do we want to start each combat with that in our hand? I think we can forget about that. Just get that Sapphire key and then we are heading towards the weirdo. Yeah, we do need to go that way. Oh, I really wanted to face this elite, but I guess we're heading towards that one. Well, we can just get some more forging done. Yeah. Smith. Another perfected strike gets improved. We are kind of going all in on this Snecko Eye. And probably those are words spoken before disaster. Demon form to start is the improved one. I think we want to do it. I mean, unless can we just kill this guy? 31, 23. You know, we're close to lethal damage here, but since we're not actually at lethal, I'll just do... I do have 5 energy. Forgot about that. So 2, 4. I think we'll do at least 1 defend. Yeah, that's decent. Definitely that one. We can do the strike and then defend. Wasted a little bit of energy, but I'm okay with not getting absolutely wrecked. Another perfected strike. Fantastic stuff. Not very happy with the energy cost of these, but the bash is discounted, and then you drop kick, get some energy back, and we can pummel. That's it. The Snecko Eye graces our anuses with incredible powers. attentive for this severed soul, but we are at no point in need of more damage. All the choices that I want right now are 100% being able to get a little bit more defense. So if the problem of defense is not being solved, I am not picking another card. Unfortunately, demon form was not discounted. How unlucky is that? I think that's pretty unlucky. This guy is not going to do much damage at any point thanks to our Tori. It's going to do 6 damage max. But the thing is, you know, we have this perfected strike and a bash. So we should be able to just kill him. Do we want to? I think that he's the lesser threat. So we will bash the Scum Lord. Perfected strike all the way down to 42 health. Do that and then defend, and it should be okay. We do take, like, all our damage that we suffer is all up front. It sucks that this got put down to up to 2. It's just garbage now. But hey, look at that, double tap. And I think this drop kick will actually give me 2 energy back. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. 14 damage. Will this be enough? Only 10. This is basically draw 3 cards. I don't want to use this. I mean, it's only a debuff, so it's okay too. There you go. Wow. It's alright to do that. I mean, this would have struck twice and he would have been killed it, but since he is only debuffing, I really don't mind. Do this and then strike. Fantastic. Life is great. Snecko Eye, bless me with your incredible randomization. Feel no pain whenever a card exhausted. Gain 4 block, not interested whenever you play an attack this turn. I would normally go for this. 0 cost probably means 3 cost. Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage. This is our finisher right there. That right there, that card is going to absolutely obliterate our final boss if we get that far. I'm going to go for that because I have one last piece of the key to grab. Look at that. 0 cost demon form up into our buttholes it goes. Here's the Heavy Blade. We can just kill at least one of these fellows. Perfected strike. Let's see. 23, 19. Clearly this one is the superior one. Pummel unfortunately hasn't been buffed a whole lot, but definitely doing as much damage as I can to this piece of garbage. So 3 times 4 is 12, times 2 is 24. Still not enough, huh? Not enough to kill this Scum Lord. That's okay. Just bash him. There you go. Maybe I should have gone for this fellow. That's okay. Still suffering a little too much damage to start with. It's slowly eroding my health total. Alright, 1 mana. Perfected strike. Seems like a fantastic way to start. Then we will bash and drop kick this other complete piece of trash. We'll start there. There you go. This arm is very, very expensive. This does 25 damage. The strike. I mean, he's only debuffing, so I think I'll choose to kill the bird. There you go. Almost there. Oh, I had 1 energy. Durr. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But, you know, I feel bad. Thankfully, my burning blood keeps saving my bacon. I probably should be dead right now. Again, I will go for that, but it's not good. It's not good. Defense or nothing. Oh, here is where we either die or succeed. Oof. Why max XP plus? Oh, because they're buffed, of course. Nice. 0 mana demon form. Fantastic. 0 mana. Perfect strike. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill any of these people. I don't have enough damage. That sucks. Actually, maybe. Nah. 63. If they hadn't been buffed, I think they have enough damage to kill me. No, I do have to defend. So, yeah, bash, perfect strike, and another defend. And I should be able to subsist another turn. Unless I want to just unleash all this damage and then be almost certain to be able to kill one of them. Either way, The little fellows are the ones that I respect the most, actually. So let's start there and then perfect the strike right there. Unfortunately. Oh, strength potion. This might cost me dearly. I think with the strength potion we would have been able to kill one of them and we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Thankfully, I mean, unfortunately double tap costs 3, but this drop kick is going to pay for itself. Not really. I mean, it will pay for itself, but I can't do it twice, which sucks. Definitely drink this potion. Might not be enough. 8+7 will leave me at 1. So, you know, not in the greatest situation. 16 damage, huh? Is there a way? I mean, I need to do this on him, because otherwise I will not benefit from the debuff. And I guess I'll just use one of these strikes. Is this defend going to be something I want to use? It will be a matter of foregoing the double tap. Yeah, I'll forego the double tap unless... Actually, this kills one of them, but I can't do it. I can't do it because it costs 1. So, I need to strike there. He needs to die. There's no question about that one. Do we have enough? Yeah, we can kill one of these guys. Amazing. 44. It's in fact enough to kill either. I think I want to kill this fellow. Do it. Pow. Kablamo. Boom, 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 boom. And then even a defense, and we only suffer 2 damage. I'm telling you, fellows, best offense is the most overpowered. The best defense is the most overpowered strikes you can conceive of. Unfortunately, you're now in a situation where, I mean, this is 39 plus 30. Almost there. This will make me draw 3 cards. If they are 0 cost, I could make it through. So, in fact, if I get a bash, but I lose 6 HP though, that's a little too much. And this only saves me from 5 and under. I think it's best to just do 1 block. Just take it easy. Take it easy. Do 1 block, and then the double strike. And we're only receiving 2 points of damage, and that's okay. There you go. These wounds are maybe going to end me, or, you know, the heavy blade is going to obliterate my enemy. That worked out. We get a lantern, start each combat with an additional energy, which is fantastic for me. And there's the key piece, Gambler's Brew. Discard a number of cards, didn't draw that many. Another thing that can help us out. I think armaments is kind of important now. It's our only defense right now. So let's do it. Armaments is good, and then we will rest because I am almost dead. So here we have the big fat brute. Armaments is actually not increased in cost, so 100% use that. Do we want to? It's a 3 energy pummel, so you don't want to upgrade that. You want to upgrade the 0 cost perfected strike. So there you go. Now we have a massive super attack. It's unfortunate that we didn't draw a bash. I can actually cast most of these. Yeah, I think I'll write no, this is only 12 because we're at the very beginning. You want to save this for later because the buff, our strength value will be so much higher. So I have enough energy to use all of the other stuff. There you go. Pretty good. Only suffer 4. This can get really, really dicey the moment that we have some really bad energy cost draws. Like this drop kick is pretty disastrous. I do like the fact that disarm is not too expensive. I think definitely offering is the way to go. I will double tap my anus. I will disarm you. I think this offering is where it's at. Unfortunately, Demon Form did not get discounted. But here's a double attack of Perfecta Strike. There you go. Get destroyed. And of course, that's going to happen. Did not draw what I wanted. I think Demon Form we want to buff ourselves. It's not a matter of doing a ton of damage right now. We want to have that cumulative strength going on. He's not going to debuff me. Gambler's Brew could be good, but let's just take those 16s like a boss. And nice, a discounted demon form. Fantastic. I don't care about that the bash got wrecked as a result. It's not a big deal. Just keep doing damage. That heavy blade. Not terribly buffed, but still pretty damn good strike. These two are better, right? Yeah, do that. Offensive attacks going out. He unbuffed himself, and now this is going to be so much bigger. It does exhaust though, so I am tempted to just keep it for the time being, and keep doing those perfected strikes. Don't use it yet. Use it as a finisher. I'm going to defend. It's so tempting. It's so tempting, but I'm just going to do that. Just take this debuff. Actually, it intends to inflict a negative effect on you. You know what? Let's get that artifact. I forget exactly what this one does, but I respect it. I'm going to be greedy with that pommel. Draw it later. Okay, I negated that debuff, whatever it was, but he did put freaking vulnerable on me, so that's bad. That's a pretty bad thing. Man, I do wish this double tap wasn't so awful. Bash, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough. I might just die this turn. Armaments and defend, and that will let me go one more turn, but I don't think that's the way to go. Use that. Improve my defend. Oh, this pains me. This pains me. But, you know, it does allow me to survive one more turn. I am tempted to use this Gambler's Brew now because there's a number of zero cost in here. But I'm going to go next turn. Go to next turn. There's a lot of damage coming in. Now 21 damage. We still have vulnerable. Pummel. 20 damage 4 times. That's still only 80. Heavy Blade 104. If we had one more energy. If we have one more energy. Is there enough to defend? There is, yes. What else is in the draw pile? A drop kick. Definitely this. Can I survive? Can I survive long enough? This is 15, so that will let me survive. Unfortunately, I'll only be able to do the pummel. We need this heavy blade in the next turn. So I'll do this and that one. And we'll do pummel. And then discard what we got. I thought it will do more. But if we draw this again in the next turn, we'll be able to kill this guy. Oh, nice, he's buffing. Oh, this gives me. This is the chance. This is the chance. We got kind of boned with this Snecko Eye in this one, but I think we'll still make it. Unfortunately, we didn't draw the bash, which will allow me to do enough damage here to maybe kill this guy. But this is almost a kill. Man, it's so sad that these actually got a 3. Drop kick and perfected strike is almost there. It's almost there. Oh, this makes me full of salt, but he's just buffing. So I think we made it. I think we actually made it. Just need to bash his skull in. There you go. Feeling pretty good about this encounter. I probably misplayed out here and there, but survived. That's all that matters. Barricade, not good. Whenever you block, you'll 5 damage to a random enemy. Double tap. I mean, barricade will be good in any deck that I was able. You know what? pick the super expensive card, and that will probably help you out. Black Star, at least drop an additional relic when defeated. I like that. Upon pickup, transform all strike in the fairy cards. No. We actually have a strike build. Gain energy at the start of your turn whenever you open a non-boss chest. Obtain a curse. Everything sucks. We can avoid chests. I think the Black Star is the best of all these, although we do need that extra energy. You know what? We can remove curses from our deck. Let's go for the curse key. But I think the Black Star is the better item, but since we have a build where extra energy seems to be super important, I will go this way. And anyway, it's been 45 minutes, very, very fast. First 2 levels. We have gathered the key, and let's see what happens in the next episode with this ironclad build of complete random nonsense. See you guys in the next one. Until then, put all your faith on that Snecko Eye.